Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, Browns fans, buckle up because what just happened in Berea is nothing short of shocking. Out of nowhere, the Cleveland Browns made a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, and more specifically, through the AFC North. They decided to trade one of their key cornerbacks, Greg Newsome II, who was just starting to show why he's considered one of the brightest young talents in the league. Newsome, who was drafted in 2021 and quickly made a name for himself with impressive performances, especially in coverage, has been a cornerstone of Cleveland's secondary. Fans have watched him grow, develop, and become a reliable player in the Browns' defensive scheme, often tasked with covering the opponent's top receiver. So why would Cleveland, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, make such a surprising move? Well, the reasons are multi-layered, involving both financial considerations and strategic football adjustments. The Browns, in a bold move, traded Greg Newsome II to the Jacksonville Jaguars in exchange for Tyson Campbell, another talented cornerback from the same 2021 draft class. Yes, you heard that right, Cleveland is swapping out one promising young corner for another, but the implications run far deeper than just player talent. This trade, which was initiated quite unexpectedly by the Jaguars, was driven by both economic and football reasons that make sense when you look closely at the bigger picture. First, let's talk about the trade specifics. Cleveland sent Newsome and a 6th-round pick in 2026 to Jacksonville. In return, they received Tyson Campbell and a 7th-round pick. It's interesting to note that Cleveland is giving up a player who is arguably trending upward, and had started to show consistency, especially in coverage against top receivers, for a player who, while also talented, brings a different set of skills and perhaps fits a different role in the Browns' defensive plans. Now, why would Cleveland make such a move? The answer lies in a combination of salary cap management and strategic team building. Newsome, being a first-round pick, was on a relatively affordable rookie deal, but as the team looks to balance its cap for upcoming seasons, moving him could free up some financial flexibility. Additionally, the Browns, coaching staff and management might see Campbell as a better fit for their current defensive scheme or believe he can provide a different dimension to their secondary. Campbell, known for his coverage skills and athleticism, could be seen as a player who can help Cleveland lock down opponents' top receivers, especially in a division that features high-powered offenses like Baltimore and Cincinnati. But this isn't just about financials or scheme fit. It's also about team chemistry and long-term planning. Cleveland's front office and coaching staff have been known for their strategic patience, constantly trying to build a roster that not only competes now, but is set up for sustained success. Trading Newsome, a promising young player, indicates they are confident in their current roster and believe that Campbell can contribute immediately, possibly even outperform Newsome in certain aspects. It's a gamble, sure, but one that could pay off if Campbell adapts quickly and becomes a key piece in the Browns' defensive puzzle. Now, let's get into some specifics about Tyson Campbell. He's a player with impressive athleticism and coverage ability, which fits right into Cleveland's defensive philosophy. He has shown flashes of brilliance, especially in man coverage, and has the speed and agility to keep up with some of the league's best receivers. His experience in Jacksonville, where he's been part of a growing secondary, has given him valuable experience against high-caliber offenses, which is exactly what Cleveland needs in their division. The AFC North has become one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, with quarterbacks like Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Deshaun Watson himself trying to carve out their dominance. Having a versatile and athletic corner like Campbell could be the key to unlocking Cleveland's pass defense. On the other hand, Greg Newsome II's departure leaves a noticeable gap in Cleveland's secondary depth. But the Browns' coaching staff must believe that Campbell, with his skills and experience, can step into a prominent role quickly. It also shows that Cleveland is not just relying on one or two players, but is continuously adjusting its roster to find the perfect mix of talent, scheme fit, and cap space. This move signals that Cleveland is serious about maximizing its potential in the upcoming season, especially considering the competitive landscape of the AFC North. It's worth mentioning that this trade also reflects a broader trend we've seen lately across the league. Teams are willing to make bold moves, even involving young players they've invested heavily in, if they believe it will give them an edge. Cleveland, in particular, seems committed to not just competing but contending, and every roster move is made with that goal in mind. Looking at the bigger picture, this move could also impact the team's draft strategy moving forward. With Campbell now in the fold, Cleveland might prioritize other positions in the upcoming draft, possibly focusing on adding depth along the defensive line or strengthening their offensive weapons. The secondary is always a priority, but with Campbell's arrival, the Browns might feel more confident about their coverage units, allowing them to focus on other areas in free agency or the draft. And fans, you have to realize this isn't just about this season. These moves are part of Cleveland's long-term vision to build a competitive, playoff-caliber team that can finally bring that elusive Super Bowl trophy back home. The Browns have shown resilience and a willingness to adapt, and this trade is just another chapter in that ongoing story. Now, as we look ahead to the upcoming games, it's fascinating to think about how Tyson Campbell will fit into Cleveland's defensive schemes. Will he be tasked with shadowing the division's best receivers? Will he become a key piece in their nickel and dime packages? These are the questions we'll be watching closely as the season unfolds. The coaching staff in Cleveland is known for their strategic adjustments, and Campbell's skill set offers a lot of versatility. Of course, fans are naturally curious and a bit anxious about what this means for the team's chemistry and overall performance. Change always brings a mix of excitement and uncertainty, but it's important to remember that Cleveland's front office and coaching staff are making these decisions with a clear vision. They're betting on their evaluation of Campbell's talent and fit, and if it pays off, we could be looking at a secondary that's among the best in the league. But more than anything, this trade underscores Cleveland's commitment to winning now and in the future. They're not just making moves for the sake of it. Every decision is backed by thorough analysis and strategic planning. It's a bold step, but one that could define the team's trajectory for years to come. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this trade? Do you think Tyson Campbell is the right piece to help Cleveland finally take that next step? Or do you feel like losing Newsome might hurt more than it helps? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This team is always evolving, always aiming higher, and with every move, they're telling us loud and clear they're in it to win it. Remember, football is more than just a game. It's a passion that unites us, especially when it's Browns football. Whether you're celebrating big wins or analyzing tough losses, the journey is what makes this team special. So keep the faith, stay loud, and let's see where these bold moves take Cleveland in the coming seasons. Thanks for tuning in, Browns fans, and as always, go Browns.